So this right here is the oraimowatch Nova V. It's actually a smartwatch. So here's my review and let's talk about it. So the chassis of the Nova V here is actually zinc alloy, and as you can see, it wraps around the entire watch through to the screens. And looking at the borders of this smartwatch here, you can clearly see they are slightly raised, and this actually prevents the screen from having direct contact to any flat surface. So this is very, very important because I personally charge my smartwatch with the screen down on its face like this, and with slightly raised bezels. This actually avoids scratches on my screen. Also, this screen is actually tempered, so it actually has a tempered screen glass, which is standard on all Oraimo smartwatch lineup, and that is good to have on the Nova V as well. This is actually a 2.01 inch screen. It's LCD and it has even bezels all around. So there are actually other watches in this same lineup which cost more but have uneven bezels, and I actually don't know why. So the Nova V actually features two buttons. The first one is actually the power button, and the second one is actually called the sports button. But for some reason in the app it's actually called lower button, and this lower button here can actually be rerouted to open any app of your choice. So currently I have mine routed to open my daily activities app, but to change this, you simply go into the settings, you select lower button settings, and you can set yours to music, daily activities, or any app of your choice. So now let's talk about the dynamic watch faces or dynamic dial. So this feature is actually exclusive only to the oraimowatch Nova V. So the dynamic watch dial or the dynamic watch face basically allows users to play a very short video or a GIF whenever the screen of the Nova V watch is awake. So to have access to this, all you have to do is to use the Oraimo Health app, and it's simply going to the dial center or the dial market. There are actually a ton of pre-made watch faces or watch dials there, and you can select any of your choice or choose one from your gallery or create one from scratch using AI. Yes, AI. So the Oraimo Watch V also has an AI feature, and this actually allows you to create your own dial. But this feature is actually in its beta testing, and it's not really that mature. But once you open it, there are already presets there. You just select one and you can make your own personal custom dial using AI. So to simply change your dial or watch face, you can simply tap and hold the screen of the Nova V and swipe left or right to choose any dial of your choice. But I have a few more dynamic watch dials on my watch. I usually have my dial set to my YouTube logo, which is Mr. Tony Elvis, and that's the dial I've been using since. So the next feature here is actually the photo sync feature, and this actually allows you to control your phone's camera using the oraimowatch Nova V. Yes, so the Nova V then serves as a secondary screen to your phone's native camera, and I see a very, very niche use case for this feature here, especially if you want to use the rear camera of your phone and you are alone in a certain environment as well. So basically this allows you to take pictures and pictures only. You are not able to take videos with this feature here. As I said earlier, very small niche of people would actually want to use this feature. But it's actually cool to have, and you could actually mess with it when you're a bit free. So as a smartwatch, it obviously comes with some pre-baked software that actually helps when it comes to health and sports. So first of all, we have a step counter, we have a heartbeat sensor, we have oxygen blood level sensors, a whole suite of sensors that actually help you track your health throughout your daily activities. And it actually takes these and actually puts all of them in the Oraimo app and displays it to you in a very, very graphical way, as I'll put it. Now let's talk about extras. So first of all, let's talk about the screen. So the screen actually has a 600 nits peak brightness, and looking at this, it is very, very visible in broad daylight. I've used it outside, I've used it outdoors in direct sunlight, and I had no issues when it comes to visibility. The next thing I'd like to talk about is actually the battery. So this actually comes with a 380 milliamp hour battery, and Oraimo is supposed to last for 3 days on a heavy use and 5 days on a light use. I didn't get 5 days because I'm not a light user. I'm actually a heavy user. I used almost every single feature on the watch during my review and my testing, and I really stringed it. So it actually took me for the 3 days, and it lasted till the following morning, around 4% battery life, and I think that was good. This is very similar to the battery life you get on the CMF Watch Pro, which actually costs $69, which is more than the Oraimo Nova V. And they have very similar battery life. It actually takes 2 hours to charge this watch from 0 to 99%. If you want to get to 100%, it actually takes more than 2 hours to do that. It adds a few more minutes to trickle charge to 100%. This watch also comes with better protection, especially against water. So it has a rating of 1 atmosphere, which Oraimo says should last you even 10 meters underwater. And that is actually good to know. So this means this watch is actually safe from sweat, splashes, and a few dust particles and all those things. So the next thing here is actually phone calls. Yes, so you're actually able to make phone calls with the Oraimo Nova V, which is also standard on all Oraimo smartwatches. Just go to the dialer, dial the number, and you're good to go. So I almost forgot, find phone. So this feature allows you to find your phone by simply ringing your phone till you find it and turn it off. And I find it very useful. Sometimes, and to make sure I didn't leave my phone in my hostel, I usually call it or use the find phone feature to make sure everything is in my backpack. Just wanted to put it out there for you guys. Also, you can actually play music directly from your smartwatch, and surprisingly, this watch comes with very good speakers. It can go very loud, and the distortions is not too much. It's very good, and I really enjoyed it. So you can actually play music directly locally from your watch. You can play music on your phone, and you can also play music from a Bluetooth device or earpiece or headset or anything like that. So now let's end with a few cons and a few things I really didn't like. So most of these issues are actually software issues which can be hammered out by simply releasing a software update and fixing all of these things. So coming from the Oraimo Watch 2 Pro, this feature was one of the features I actually praised and I really liked. And I felt disappointed when I couldn't get that on the Oraimo Watch Nova V. I know you could just simply set an alarm or a timer or something to notify you, but the reminders app is way better as compared to these ones. So the Nova V comes with a calculator. You can clearly see they took some inspiration from iOS, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they forgot one important thing, and that's this. Whenever you select a symbol, a mathematical symbol, it's actually highlighted on your iPhone's calculator app, and this tells you you've selected a multiplication symbol. But on the Oraimo Nova V, they don't have this, and for a very small watch screen, messing around and using the calculator app, you might forget the mathematical symbol you chose, and this just makes the experience not so fluid, in my opinion. Also, when you go into the sleep app on the Oraimo Nova V, we have sober, which is supposed to represent awake, but on the Oraimo Health app, it's actually the right word, which is awake. And I prefer Oraimo actually use the word awake on the Nova V rather than using sober. Sober could mean a lot of things. So is the Oraimo Nova V fluid when it comes to motions and interactions? Yes, it is, and no, it's not. The thing here is that in the grid view, the preview is more like web design, but in the grid view, when you are interacting with this sort of new interface, the watch becomes very sluggish as you use it, and this actually counteracts with the fluid motion Oraimo actually advertised on this box. So to get that fluid motion, I suggest you put it in the normal slide view rather than using the grid view. The grid view actually becomes sluggish. The more you interact with it, the more your fingers move on the screen, the more slow and sluggish the animations get. And I really didn't enjoy using the grid view. So at this price, the battery life on the Nova V is similar to more expensive watches, as I said, with the CMF Watch Pro, and I'm very happy with the battery life here. 3 days of heavy use, and trust me when I say heavy use, I actually use it for everything: tracking, health tracking, daily activities, and a whole lot of things. I had the brightness always set to the highest as well, and it actually took me through the 3 days and actually added a few more hours to it, and I was very happy with it. As I said, this watch actually looks different when you look at Oraimo's entire smartwatch lineup, but the Nova V comes with a very new design, and I actually like the direction of this watch. So with this, I'll see you guys another time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll see you another time.